What are we doing today?
So today we're going to be making a V60, just a classic single cup pour over at home. It's a paper filter, so it's going to give you a cleaner cup than a French press would. And really simple, you can kind of get a V60 anywhere, whether you get a V60 or a Kalita or something of that nature.
Awesome.
So we're going to start off, we're going to brew by the Gold Cup standard, which means 55 to 65 grams per liter of water, meaning grams of coffee per liter of water.
Okay.
Basically, we're aiming for a gold TDS range of 18 to 22%.
What is TDS?
It stands for total dissolved solids,
Okay.
and basically the human mouth salivates between 18 and 22%. So you always want to brew your coffee within that range.
Awesome.
Cool. So today we're going to be brewing up a coffee my parents brought back from Italy. I have no clue how to pronounce it, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Alright, so you always want to grind your coffee like right before you brew it. Coffee loses about 60 to 75% of its aromatic fragrances in the first 15 minutes. So if you have pre-ground coffee at home, what that's going to do is it's going to lose a lot of flavor. So if you want to have the most flavor per cup, you're going to want to grind right before you brew.
Noted.
Cool.
So you weighed out about 20 grams of coffee?
Yep, I did about 20, and then we're going to pour about 300 to 315 grams of water, which that'll give us a total yield of about 8 ounces.
I don't know if they missed the part about 8 ounces because the grinder was going. Smells good.
Cool. And we've got the same amount right after we ground.
Perfect. Cool. And you said that yields 8 ounces of liquid?
Just about. The coffee itself is going to soak up some of the water. We're going to have a retention within our bed of grinds of about 50 grams.
Okay.
So our total yield in the cup is probably going to be around 250 to 275.
Okay.
And now we're going to grab our filter. And with paper filters, it's really important that you rinse the filter before you start brewing. What that does is it allows for the paper taste from the filter to evacuate, and that way your coffee doesn't taste like paper.
Awesome.
So just a little bit of water, and this stage is a dual purpose stage because it also warms your brewing, let's say, device or your brewing chamber that you're going to be brewing into. Because if you have hot coffee going into a cold piece of glass or cup or whatever it may be, you're actually going to be shocking the coffee, thus giving it an unpleasant taste. So you want to keep the most consistent environment possible.
It's definitely not something I think about, but keep it in mind.
Alright. So now what I'm doing is I'm just leveling the bed of grinds. And now we're going to do what is called the bloom. It's a pre-brewing phase where you pour just a little bit amount of water into the bed of grinds, and it allows all the CO2 to escape from the coffee. So it then pushes you to have a higher quality cup, if you will.
Okay.
So if you can see those gas bubbles escaping,
Right.
that is all the CO2 escaping from the cup.
Interesting.
So we'll usually wait between 30 to 45 seconds during this phase. If
And
it's
you're obviously timing that right now.
correct. So most of your brewing is going to be done on a two-pronged, let's say, variable of weight and time. So based on your weight of coffee and your time that you're brewing, you're going to use that for your recipe. So what I'm doing is a slow, continuous pour in the middle. Very minimal agitation in the bed of grinds, which will cause less extraction.
Mm-hmm.
The more we extract from the coffee, the more bitter it'll be. And the less that we extract from the coffee, the more acidic it'll be. So it's a gentle, or a happy medium, if you will.
And what's this pouring device?
This is going to be a gooseneck kettle from Fellow Products out of San Francisco. It has a flow restrictor on it to give me a really consistent stream of water to minimize that variable. It's actually an electric kettle, so it heats up the water pretty quickly for me, and you can choose whether you want to brew with Celsius or Fahrenheit. And water temperature is very important because even if you just change the temperature of your water and nothing else that you do, your overall finished product is going to taste different. I like to brew at 92 degrees Celsius. On my espresso machine I use 93 degrees. It's always fun to play around with that variable.
And what are the differences in temperature that you usually play around with? Is it normally centered around 92 or are you hitting...
It's usually centered around 92 to 93 degrees Celsius, which is about 199 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not entirely sure why. Can't give you a good answer on that, but yeah.
Okay, well, next time I brew it, at least I know.
So right there, we're finished brewing. You can see the nice little cone that is in our bed of grinds. And what we'll do is we'll take
We're close to hitting about 2 minutes and 25, 30 seconds.
Correct. So that's like right where you want to be, a 2 minute, 30 second window, plus or minus 15 seconds. Oh, wow.
Smells delicious.
And then,
Let's give it a try. Cheers.
cheers.
Ooh, it's hot, but it's tasty.
Hot and tasty. Coffee always tastes better between two friends.
It does. Well, thank you so much, guys. Hopefully you learned a little bit on how to make a
V60, just a
A
standard
V60 at
single
home.
cup pour over.
and give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. And thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out. We'll do our best to help you. Thanks.
Thanks again, guys.